just like a broken record, same old songs of accusation play. Like who are you to speak the truth? Just look at all your failures and mistakes. And if they really knew you, there's no way they could love you anyway. Oh, but I will fight the lies with the truth.
Hello and welcome to the Send Help Podcast, a podcast and a lifeline for moms who are stuck in the trenches of mommyhood, bringing them encouragement through Jesus, laughter, and sisterhood. Hey!
Hey.
This is the last podcast before you're 40.
Ooh, it is.
I know.
Yeah.
We better make a good one.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Let's pause and rethink. No pressure. Pressure like a drip, drip, drip.
Oh, man. How many times did you guys watch that on your trip?
None.
Wow.
None. I know.
Impressive.
It was The Greatest Showman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So who is it that has a crush on
Oh,
Zac
Annabelle.
Efron?
I'm pretty sure it's Annabelle.
Mm.
Yeah. Avery knows the words better. But Annabelle, and it's really funny because neither one of them can stand to watch any kind of kissing on TV. But those are the parts that she loves. Like the scene where, because she always like, I want to listen to The Greatest Showman with that boy and that girl.
Oh, my.
Oh, okay. So we turn on, If I Could Rewrite the Stars is the song that she's talking about. Listen to it over and over and over and over and over. And then if she gets tired of that song for some reason, I want to listen to for a while she was like, I want to listen to the 2x2 song. I was like, we don't have a Noah's Ark song. I don't know what you're talking about. The Two Boys, Mom. The 2x2, the two boys. There's no 2x2. There's just two boys. Like that's it. There's two boys. The song that they sing when he's trying to get him to come on as a partner. The Other Side.
Yes.
Yeah, that song.
That's
she
a
loves
good
that
one.
song. So, and I keep telling Dusty, I'm like, at what point are they going to notice that there's a curse word in that song? And start singing the words accurately, and then we have to address the situation. Right. And he was like, there's a cuss word in that song? I'm like, yeah. I don't know. I've never heard it. Okay. Well, it's just me then. I'm the only one in the family that knows that there's a curse word in the song. But those two songs are the favorite songs. And when we play Rewrite the Stars, she holds her hands out like she's flying through the air, and
Wow. She's
She
fully
loves it.
living a life.
she is.
Fully living.
Yes. Yeah.
My goodness.
Do you like that boy? Yes. His name is Zac Efron. I'll show you some of his other work later. Wildcats. They're like, no. That would be a more appropriate movie for all of them to binge watch all the time.
This is true.
The songs are better in The Greatest Showman.
It's true. At least they have taste.
I know. But yeah, it was over and over. So much so that it's been not a full week, but almost a week. And it's still stuck in my head. Those two songs are the songs that when I'm just like, cleaning up the kitchen, wiping off the table, like, if I could rewrite, like just starts coming out. Still, like a week later, we listened to it so much. Those songs are still stuck in my head.
Man, you had an adventure.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, you did.
We did.
You had a great spring break. My spring break,
amazing.
however, was
not so good.
awful. No.
Yeah.
No, you were sending us videos and pictures from the snow.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, she's winning. She's winning.
I was so nervous about all
I
of
know.
the activities.
For sure. I
that
was
it
so
felt
happy
like
for
such
you.
a huge accomplishment
It
every time they
was.
had fun.
It was wonderful.
We've never flown.
Yeah.
We don't do snow.
So tell everyone where you guys went.
We went to Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Yes.
Found a little gem of a place called Snow King Mountain Resorts. It's a small resort. So it was a lot less crowded. There were less people there. It was easy to get in and out of. Like, it was like the perfect place we didn't even know about until we got there. It was really kind of crazy how, like, we get there and like, so what are we going to do tomorrow? I don't know. Let's get online and see what's here. Let's drive around town and, oh, look, there's ski lift right there. I can see it. Let's drive that way. Oh, there's a ski resort here. Cool. There's tubing. Look at that. Let's go do that.
That's amazing.
I know. So yeah, we went tubing. That was awesome. I had a little bit of trouble with Carson on the magic carpet because he kept sitting down or like scooping up snow and then falling over, and then the carpet's dragging him up the hill, and you're like trying to you're trying to hold on to your tube and his tube. So then you're one-handed grabbing him by his ski bib and like holding him by the ski bib, lifting him off the thing so it stops dragging him. The guy's got his hand hovering over the emergency stop button. He's like, you got him? And I'm like holding a tube with one hand and holding him by the bib, literally like by the overalls. Holding him up in the air with the other hand, like, yep, we're just going to stay like this and hopefully no one dies. Did we try a ski lift? No, we did not.
Oh, no, because someone would have died.
Yes.
Yes.
Dusty did take Avery and Carson skiing,
Wow.
which Avery did great. Carson decided every time Dusty took his hand that he was just going to become a sack of potatoes. I'm sure that was fun. Annabelle and I just sat on the hill with hot cocoa watching.
The best part about that
and
was
laughing.
that you weren't there.
I know. Annabelle didn't want to ski, therefore I did not have to. There was a magic carpet involved in that hill also. So Dusty had to do the one-handed grab him by the bib while he had skis attached to him.
And you felt justified.
I did.
Just enough justified of, that's right. Welcome to my life.
Yeah.
Welcome to my everyday.
Yeah. Dusty's, I don't remember which day happened first.
I'm going to drink hot cocoa
Yeah.
like on then a Hallmark movie.
Right?
With
I'm
my
gonna
very
sit on the
smart
snow
girl.
because even though there's 5 feet of snow around us and it's 40 degrees, it's hot and I'm sweating and I've taken my jacket off at this point.
Wow. What
I
is
know.
this life?
Right?
Who are you? You're 40.
The sun was so hot
Wow.
that it didn't feel like it was
Man, I would have been in
40
shorts and
degrees. It was
40
it was weird.
40
It was
degrees.
weird.
40 degrees is warm in the snow.
Yeah. Yeah. It felt warm.
I would have been in a tank top.
You would have.
Sweating to the oldies.
If I was taking my layers, because I had layers.
Oh, you had 18 layers on, I'm
So
sure.
if I was removing all of my layers down to just the one last shirt remaining.
I would have died. I would have
Yeah.
imploded.
Although the only place to put them was inside the tube, which worked out perfectly
Yeah.
because throughout the day, as people hit the bottom and they get out of their tube and walk, like it crunches it up. So there's huge bumps.
Yeah.
So,
It would crunch.
well, if you went past that point, you hit it with your rear. So putting all of my layers inside my tube provided a really nice cushion between my rear end and all of those bumps that my rear end went over every single time we went down the hill.
Wow.
So it worked out really well. I think that tubing, like not on the river,
No.
not in water,
Snow tubing.
snow tubing, like being hurled down the hill, because there's the person at the top of the hill that shoves you. Being hurled down a hill of snow in a tube may be the single most fun thing I have ever done in my life.
That's awesome.
I made Annabelle do it 5 or 6 times with the terrified screaming,
Yeah.
like the blood curdling
Yeah.
scream of, okay, we're going to go again. And she stayed in her tube, and I just drug her around and made her go again. And then after like 6 times, we'd been there for like an hour and a half. We get down to the bottom of the hill, and she goes, okay, I think that might have been fun. I was like, awesome. Let's do it again. Okay. And then the next time we went down, like, she had a huge smile on her face. I'm like, it only took 2 hours.
That's amazing.
And now our time is up. But she had fun.
And she knows it now.
And she knows that she was having fun now. But then we did the coaster. Okay. Now,
What?
this was horrible.
Oh.
And she and I rode together, and we both agreed. So you're on this like sled thing that's attached to roller coaster. Like, it's a roller coaster, but you're on like you're sitting on a sled, and you have a lever that controls your speed, and you like buckle yourself into it, and it takes you up, and then it's a roller coaster that like tilts and corkscrews and goes down steep hills. And she and I both were not okay with that one. I was not okay with that one every time, because I was like, okay, we'll go slow. We won't go fast. It'll be fine. Because she was always worried about going fast. I was like, no, we don't have to go fast. Well, no, when you're at the top of a hill, you're tilted at a 45-degree angle, and you're about to corkscrew down a hill. You want to get to the bottom of that as quickly as possible. So we went as fast as the thing would allow me to go. And her scream on that one was, I just want to go home and drink hot chocolate. Like, that's what she was screaming as we were going down the hill of the roller coaster.
No way.
And I was screaming behind her, me too. Like, neither one of us could get behind that activity. We did not do it again.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Carson and Dusty loved it. Loved it. They probably would have done it a few more times, but we were like, no, we're done with this. One's enough. We're not doing it again. Yeah. Anyway, it was a super fun trip. It was a success. Everyone cried. No one wanted to go home. The plane went great.
Amazing.
So it
Even
was
your
all a
layover?
bunch of,
Even
even
your
the
layover?
layover. We had exactly enough time
Wow.
to get off the plane, get on the bus, go to the next terminal or gate or whatever it is. And then we had like 10 minutes. I had enough time to get a cup of coffee and then get on the next plane.
What is this life?
I know.
What is this?
I don't know. We had an hour from landing until the next plane took off. And so it was like, oh, we've got an hour. We're going to have all of this time. But then, in reality, like once you get off the plane and get over, like, we had 10 minutes. I had enough. And the coffee place was right next to the gate. So like, I don't know what to do for the next 10 minutes, but look, there's coffee.
In what universe does this happen?
crazy enough, that universe was LAX.
That's amazing.
I know.
That is truly amazing.
Yeah. I was really worried about LAX. I really was. But it worked out. And they gave me coffee. They didn't give it to me. I had to buy it. If I had have waited and got on the plane, they would have given it to me. Actually, I don't know. That may be like a first class beverage.
I don't know.
I don't know if they have it on the cart or if I had have asked for it. I don't know. Maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe coffee is a first class thing.
Anymore. I don't know these days. I've traveled in and out of LAX more times than I can count, and it's never fun. Even when you know it. Even when it's basically...
Oh, we had no idea where we were going. Yeah.
I mean, it was basically my home base.
Yeah.
For a long time.
We got off and we were at gate 52. Whatever the last number that they use in the alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
And we were supposed to be at 53A. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's okay.
Which you think...
It should be right here.
It's close. It's not.
Yeah. And so then we see a sign that says 2 terminals, 50 through 59. Yeah. And we're like, well, how is that 50 through 59 if we're at 52 right now? That doesn't really make sense. So we go to that door and, oh, there's a bus. Okay, let's get on the bus. And then the bus drives out onto the runway, like through all of that next to airplanes and stuff, and then stops at another door. Everyone on the bus got off. Okay, I guess we're supposed to get off the bus now.
I guess this is our stop.
No one's staying. Do they make another stop or do they just go back where they came from? I don't know. Nobody said anything. Like there were no announcements happening while we're on the bus. Like the driver's not saying, and we're on our way to gate. Like no one said anything. So we got off the bus with everybody else. Oh, there's a set of stairs. Do we go up the stairs or do we go through that? No, everyone's going up the stairs. Okay. Let's go up the stairs. This door, this door. This is where everyone's going. Oh, hey, look, that's our gate.
Gosh. Imagine had that not gone well.
Right?
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 If you hadn't followed the right people.
I know. I try not to follow the crowd and do what everyone else does, but sometimes
at LAX.
Sometimes at LAX it works out.
You kind of have to.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's funny. Well, while you were doing all of that, Josh got the flu the night of his birthday, and then I was like, I'm not going to get this. I think that I've skipped it. I think I'm okay. It's been 3 days. I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay. Uh-oh. Well, I'm coughing. It's probably allergies. It's fine. It's probably allergies. The weather's been so crazy. It's probably just allergies. Oh, I have 103 fever.
No.
It's not allergies.
Hello, spring break.
I'm dying. Josh had fever for 5 days. I had fever for 5 days, and then Tim got sick. And y'all, Tim never gets sick. I have only seen him really sick once, and that was when he had COVID, double pneumonia, in the very beginning of end of like 2019, very beginning of 2020. And it was January 2020. And I've never seen him sick before. And he got sick over spring break. So Christy's sending wonderful, beautiful films. Like they're art films, basically, of Annabelle screaming and smiling on the tubes as Christy's laughing in the background, and they're having the best time. And I'm laying on my bed with my head buried in the mattress, unable to lift it, feeling that I'm going to die at any moment. There was one whole night that I thought that if I fell asleep, I would die. You know how when you have really high fever, your brain just goes crazy on you? Like the time before that I had fever, that I thought that Tim was frying eggs in the bathroom. Was convinced he was frying eggs in the bathroom. How would he be frying it? I don't know. But I really believed he was.
Yeah.
Really believed it.
I mean, you could take an electric griddle in there and plug it in on
Right.
the counter.
I was sure.
Yeah. Breakfast in bed? What?
He was not.
No.
I thought I was going to die. I didn't. And I was fine. But I thought I was going to stop breathing because I couldn't breathe. I have had really bad upper respiratory with the flu. So like all the flu stuff plus like upper respiratory crap. Anyway, Tim is back at work. Josh is back at school. Josh is fine. By the time Tim got sick, and when guys get sick,
Yeah.
it's the worst thing that's ever happened to them, and no one has ever experienced it the way that they're experiencing it. And at that point, I had been sick for like 2 days while taking care of a sick kid, because that's how it goes. And then Tim's like, I can't go to work tomorrow. I'm like, cool. I get to take care of you and Josh. Awesome. And then, of course, Josh is like just well enough to be annoyed that he has to be at home.
Yeah.
He's going outside and jumping on the trampoline for 3 minutes at a time and coming inside and dying on the couch.
Right.
And he's just mad. And I'm like, I have gotten an education in Pokemon. Now, Josh has never been into Pokemon ever, but he's trying to connect with people at school. So he bought himself the ultimate guide to Pokemon. He's been studying it like it were the dictionary. Like he carries it around everywhere. They're little bent pages. He's dog-eared pages. He has studied it. And then Josh and I watched probably every Pokemon movie. I now know everything about Pokemon.
Yay. Annabelle asked me last night why we don't watch Pokemon.
Well,
I was like, well, you've never asked me to watch
hate anime.
Pokemon.
Yeah. I hate it with a passion. I can't stand it. I hate the way they draw women. We've had a lot of conversations about that. I'm like, Josh, do you see how completely inappropriately dressed she is? She can't fight in that. I said, how is she supposed to go on an adventure wearing that?
I feel that way about Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman, but I feel that way about Wonder Woman. Like, how is she actually supposed to fight while wearing that?
Yeah. I'm like, I want you to look at the way Ash is dressed. He's like, well, he's dressed totally appropriately. He can do anything in that outfit. I was like, I know, he's got 3 shirts on. He can take the layers off or put the layers on. Yeah. And now I want you to look at his counterpart, his female counterpart. I was like, do you see how her tummy's all showing? And she's wearing a skirt and those things that are holding up her tall socks. She's got a garter belt. She's got a mini skirt on. I'm like, those shoes, you can't run in the jungle in those shoes. And he's like, you're right. And I was like, do you think that she's going to be able to bend over without showing everybody her underwear? You think that's going to make her feel comfortable? Would you like to show your underwear to everybody? He's like, no. Why do they do that? I was like, I don't know, but you can't draw girls like that. No. I was like, draw them in clothes that they can fight in.
Yes.
That they can adventure in. So then every time a girl would come on the screen, he'd be like, that is inappropriate. Why? She's going to be cold. I was like, I know. She is going to be cold. I was like, she's going to twist an ankle in those shoes.
That's hilarious.
Instead of talking about how totally overly sexualized all anime women are, I'm just like, How inappropriately dressed is she for the events that she's going to?
It's true. It's true.
Exactly. I was like, if she sits down on the ground, all those ants are going to get in her pants. They're going to get in her pants. She needs long pants on. Think about all the things that are going to brush up against her. Your pants provide a layer of protection.
They do. They keep you warm.
Anyway,
Keep your thighs from rubbing together and chafing.
exactly. That's this is what we did.
That sounds like an amazing spring break.
Oh yeah. It's really amazing. I almost killed myself
Flu and Pokemon.
just trying to change our sheets. I was like, Tim got home and I changed the sheets. He was like, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, that's all I did today. I changed the sheets. It took me 20 minutes. Anyway, that was our spring break. Done. Done
least
and
it's
done.
over.
It's over.
It's over.
We're back.
And he won't have any absences.
No.
So that's a plus.
Yeah, it would have been
Yeah.
5. So, yeah,
That's a lot.
that's a lot.
It worked out.
Like, there you go. Only person that had absences were Tim and I.
Yeah.
I had 3,
Oh.
and Tim had 1.
Oh. His boss was probably like, "What?
I know.
Are you sure?"
Exactly. Anyway. Yeah. How fun. That was
I
a long
know.
time. That was a lot of talk about just spring break.
Spring break.
How are we all ready to your birthday weekend?
I know.
March flew by.
It really did.
I thought we had another paycheck before the end of March, before mortgage time.
Right.
Nope.
No. It's here.
Ta-da.
Surprise. Everything has been sneaking up on me. It's been that way this entire year.
We should get to something spiritual.
We should.
What's something that's happened
I
that
don't
we
know.
should glean from?
Man.
Ta-da. What a great transition, Amanda. Ta-da.
I have so many different things. I mean, we've been talking about spring break though, so
I know.
I'll stick with spring break. My
Oh.
spring break
You had something for spring break?
story.
Is it like a choose
Well, I don't
your own
want to
adventure?
I don't want to
Are your
like
notes
completely switch topics.
Are your
and,
notes
tell
like
a new
a-
story? So
Did
Yeah.
you do that good of notes that it's like a choose your own adventure book?
no, not
It's
really.
like if Amanda keeps talking about this, go here.
I mean, I do have like 4 different topics.
If we segue
written
into
down
this, go
with
here.
slight notes on.
That's amazing.
So-
I have no notes. I have notes from 4 weeks ago in
Well, I
front of
sat
me
down
right
yesterday.
now.
I sat down yesterday and brainstormed a few different ideas and topics.
I
So
have Kleenex in front of me.
You too.
That's what I have.
we've been talking about spring break though, so I'll just go. I'll
Choose
just
your own
stay on
adventure.
spring break.
Yeah.
I have a really hilarious story, but it would take another like 15, 20 minutes to tell this story to go into a different topic. So I'll just stick with the spring break topic
Oh, okay.
instead of
I didn't know it wasn't.
changing-
I didn't know it was a topic
instead
in
of
your
changing
gears.
notes. So I just accidentally hit pause with my pinky while I was doing a hand gesture,
Gesturing wildly.
gesturing wildly. So traveling with kids is really like you don't ever know what's going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've never flown with them.
Yeah.
This
that
was the
a-
first time
was
that
a
we've flown with
big
them.
one.
It was
Man,
huge.
we were covering you guys
Yeah.
so much. I was like,
I
Tim, we have to pray.
I am not a huge fan of flying in the first place. And then like trying to figure out, we've got to take their car seats. How are you supposed to do that? Like, do they need a car seat on the plane? I've never seen a kid in a car seat on a plane. I think you just check it. Do you check it? Do you check the car seat? It was ridiculous. I asked a lot of people a lot of questions. I Googled a lot of things. I'm like, they don't have an ID. How are they going to get past TSA? Like, how does this work? I don't know. So we showed up at the airport really early. Plus it was daylight savings the night before. Like, I watched the clock change from 1:59 to 3:00.
Wow.
Which is wild. If anyone has never watched the clock change, it happens at the 2:00 hour, not at midnight. It doesn't happen at midnight. It goes at 1:59.
I don't know that I want to do it, but I kind of do.
I
now.
just happened to be awake because one of my kids was awake.
I kind of want to do it now.
Yeah, I watched the clock go from 1:59
I don't want to reap
3:00.
the rewards of that, but I
Right.
want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at 4:00, my alarm went off.
Just like that.
Just like that. I don't even know what that was. So it was an
no
early
sleep.
morning, no sleep. It
Till-
was
till
weird. It
Brooklyn.
was weird flying with them. And yeah. And then so the flight home, the same thing. It's a much, much smaller airport. So it wasn't as crazy like checking the bag. Like, there aren't big lines, which, okay, we got to DFW at like 5:00 and maybe 6:00. I don't remember what time it was, but it was really early. So there weren't lines anyway. But then the trip home, it's a much smaller airport. So we still got there early. We're done. We're through security, and we've got all this time before our flight takes off. So we're sitting in the one little restaurant area. So the kids are all bored. We wouldn't let them play on their tablets until they were like actually on the plane,
It's a good choice.
because I didn't want the batteries to die.
No. Yeah.
So we're like, nope, you can't play on your, nope, can't do that.
It takes the specialness away too.
Yeah. So, so we're sitting at this little restaurant. They're super bored. We had been playing I Spy for like half an hour already. They had eaten. They were getting super bored, complaining a lot. And I don't remember if they were just complaining about being bored or if there was an actual fight going on. I don't really remember. But Dusty handled the situation, which normally is very stern and loud when Dusty handles the situation. But he was very calm. Like he got down on one knee and like got on their level and was just talking very plainly and clearly, and just I don't even remember, like, let's just say that they were bored. So he's like, we got here early. There's a lot of time. We're going to wait to get on the plane. Once we're on the plane, we got to wait. Like, we're just going to be sitting. There's going to be a lot of sitting around today, and we're going to be bored, but we just have to make the most. Like, he just,
Did you swoon?
I was like, what is happening?
Did you go weak in the
What?
knees?
No, I was just like, it was kind of ashamed, but in my head I was like, you're only this calm because we're in public.
Dusty, please note that I had your back right then.
So there's a mom at the next table, and she has preteen aged kids. She turns around and she looks at him and she goes, "That was extremely well said."
Oh. Somebody's wife noticed.
She was like, "My kids are nowhere near the age that your kids are, and we still have conversations like that. And you said it a whole lot better than I ever do." And we both kind of looked at each other like we both knew, because we're in public is why it was said this way. But he was like, I'm trying really hard to just, stay calm and handle the situation. But it kind of like, I felt bad. Like I had, like when she turned around and was like, that was extremely, like, why didn't I?
Why didn't you give him the pat on the back?
Give him the pat on the back? Like, you never handle any situation that calmly. Like, I should have been the one that was like, yes, good job.
That's
like,
my man.
That's my man being calm with the kids in the crazy airport. Like, why? Why did someone else's wife and mom had to turn around and be like, that was very well said? Like, really? And I'm sitting there thinking,
been someone,
because we're
someone's
in public,
ex-wife. Yeah.
True. Who learned how to speak words of affirmation
to somebody's man.
But I had this like, really? Yeah, I immediately went to you're only saying that because we're in public. Otherwise, you would have been screaming at him. Like, I should have been like, yeah, you handled that really well because I was about to lose it on them. Ironically, our small group that we're in when we got home and I read that week's section.
What did it say?
Speaking words of life. Do your words speak life or death? Do you speak words of life to other people and to yourself? No, I don't. I say, you're only saying that because we're in public. It was ridiculous. Called me out. Like, God just totally called me out in the form of my Bible study. So I spent the next couple of days trying to quickly finish the week's worth of Bible study so that I could go the next day to Bible study.
So you could have been doing this the whole time you were in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Speaking life to
life.
yourself, your husband, and your children.
while we were there. And speaking the life and like, hey, that was a really good job the way you just handled that situation. Because I would have known to do it if I had have been doing the weeks.
I don't know though, because we could have ended up with another Hollis named Jackson.
It's true. It's true. Jackson Hole, Jackson Hollis. No, but
possible.
I was behind a little bit because I spent so much time trying to find ski gear for everyone. So like I did the previous week's Bible study while we were there, which was over forgiveness.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's probably good too.
Yeah. That was good stuff too. But then I missed the being in the week of studying.
Especially after Dusty went shopping for snacks.
Right? Came back with Oreos and gummy bears.
Great plain food. Yeah. Good job.
And they all sat and ate gummy bears the whole time we were on the plane.
That's why it was such a good trip.
That's why it was such a good trip. That's why they crashed as soon as we got home.
Maybe he's a genius.
Maybe.
It's possible.
It's possible. But oh my goodness. I have discovered, especially after doing the week of study over it, because it in the study it was
the week of study.
The week of study.
the day of study.
It there were scriptures to read over it, which I should have written some of those down to talk about, but I totally didn't. And, it was identifying words of death or curses that have been spoken over you that you need to release and break. And that was kind of the focus of it.
Right.
And then there were a few paragraphs at the end.
The power of the tongue.
That were like the power of the tongue.
Yes.
And do you speak words of life over other people kind of thing. And I've realized like I am very, very guarded with my words. I am, especially during confrontation. Now, I'm not going to lie about myself. Like there are plenty of times that in a heated conversation, I will throw something out. And sometimes I go back and apologize and sometimes I don't. The last time I did it, I definitely have not apologized for. I'm just trying to let it stay there. It's been a while, so I don't want to bring it back up. Like maybe if I just let it die in the past, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, that's probably not accurate at all. I should do the week study over again.
Week study one more time. Yeah.
But I am usually very, very guarded with my words.
That's
and
true.
Careful about what I say. I don't like confrontation anyway. I'm always a little worried that I'm not going to be understood correctly. Mm-hmm. So I am very precise with my words. Mm-hmm. Like when I choose to speak and say something, I will have thought about it for a few hours or days or weeks before I say it. But the thing that I realized is that I do not give those life-giving words of affirmation in the moment. Case in point, another mom had to do it for me. Like, I don't. Like, when I'm out, especially like when I'm out and I see a mom, and you should definitely tell her she's doing a good job. She's not going to believe me. No mom thinks she's doing a good job. She's not going to believe it. I don't know her. I'm not going to talk to her. She's going to think I'm some weird person that's like judging her because we're just standing in the store and I'm watching how she's treating her kids. And then she's going to think that I'm a creeper because I've been watching her. And then she's going to think, why is she judging me? And like I talk myself out of it every time. Like, hey, you should tell that person that they look nice today. Well, they probably already know. If they own a mirror and they looked at themselves before they walked out the door, they probably already know that they look nice today. Or even just like that word in due season that you're like, someone needs to tell this person this. I don't know why, but they need to hear this. I don't know where it came from, but this needs to be said to them.
I don't know where it came from. I'm only hearing from the Holy Spirit all the time.
Right. I am really, really good at like, no, tell someone else to do that.
No.
I basically am flat out telling the Holy Spirit,
no.
Nope, sorry. But I talk myself out of it most of the time. 98% of the time, I talk myself out of it. And that includes words of affirmation to my husband.
Yeah, you're just back talking
and my
God.
children. Yeah, I know, I'm totally back talking God.
Yeah. The kind of thing that you would not speak words of affirmation to your children for doing to you.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
No, you need to go apologize to your sister. Did you? No, that's not an apology. That's not.
Go tell her something
It
nice.
should bring life to her.
Go tell her something nice. Go tell her something nice.
Right?
Do what I said.
Yeah.
What did I tell you to do?
Yeah.
What did I tell you to do?
Yeah. Yeah. That's totally me.
Yeah.
It's totally me. And then also yesterday, I was watching a sermon
Defiance.
from Robert Morris, and he was
Straight
talking
up
about
defiance.
like being a steward of things. Like there's a portion of time in between being called and being sent. Like that's what this sermon was over. And like during that time, you are supposed to be learning things, and some of those things are being a steward of certain areas of your life. And I was like, I'm about to turn you off, Robert Morris. Like, why are you reading my mail? Like, why are you all up in my chili? Go away. And this was from like 2 months ago.
All up in my chili.
All up in my chili. It's a weird saying Why would anyone be up in anyone else's chili?
I don't know. I've never heard it.
I hear it all the time.
I've never heard
Maybe
this.
it's just one person that says it, and it's someone that I know.
Who says
I don't
this?
know who says it, but I've heard it a lot. I hear it all the
Show
time. Just all
yourself.
up in my
Who
chili.
says this?
Whoever you are, please send me a message.
Raise your hand. Who are you?
Whoever it is that says that.
Where did it come from? What is the origin of this statement? I've never heard it. I've never heard Christy say it. I need to know.
Yeah.
Who says
Why would
this?
anyone be in someone else's chili?
Who
Anyway,
is in your chili?
who's in your chili? But I did. I almost turned him off because I was like, okay, all these things need to stop. I got it. I got the message. I got it on Sunday in group. I did. Totally did.
Clearly,
So-
no. Clearly, no. Clearly, no. You are sitting in some straight up defiance.
I know.
Politely saying no and then saying, I'm just talking myself out of it. You're not talking yourself out of it. You're defying.
Oh, well, I'm trying to talk God out of it.
You're disobeying.
Yeah, I'm trying
You're
to talk him out of
disobeying
it.
a
and
direct
tell
word
him,
from
like,
the Holy
why
Spirit.
I'm not the right person to say it.
Yeah, okay. We've been doing cute, oh, I'm not that girl for a long time. And it's no longer time to be cute about it. Just do it.
Just do it,
just-
which is my thing
just-
for the year.
Just do the darn thing.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. So that's I haven't left my house since then. So
Well, clearly you don't have to leave your house
it's
in order to do the thing that he's
It's
asking you to
true,
do.
because
which
like
is-
it started with not saying the thing
To
my
your
husband.
husband.
So yeah, that's a really good point. I don't have to leave the house to do it.
Kept the world from meeting Jackson Hollis.
Right. oh my goodness. No, yeah, but there's like a culmination of all of these things. Like, why is my thing for the year just do it, Christy?
Yeah.
Just do it.
Exactly.
And then like it's been a slow unfolding of what the things are. Like as the year has progressed, it's been a slow unfolding of like,
This is a
okay,
big
so
part of it.
here's the next thing that you just need to do.
This has been a big part of it for
Yeah.
a long time that
Yeah.
God's been like, all right, you ready? You
Yeah.
ready? You ready? You ready? I've been patient for a real
Right.
long time. I'm still going to be patient
Right.
with you because that's my character, but just do
it. Yeah. So my the next step in my just do it journey is speaking life on purpose to other people.
Because here's the deal. It's not always about the other person.
It's not. Okay,
The
so
Lord
this was
has something really beautiful
I
for you.
I did not want to sign up for a group.
Yes.
Didn't want to do it.
And your
Didn't
husband,
wanna do it.
Your husband just did it.
He just did it.
He just did
He
it.
just did it. Signed me up and told me about it later. The group leader, it was crazy because I had the thought, and this is how you know that God's speaking to you, y'all.
Mhm.
I had the thought, and then like we go around the room and tell like what we got out of the study that week, which I don't like, but I do it. After I like this is what I said to the group. Like I'm very careful with my words, but I don't just speak the words of life. I don't like give those words of affirmation when they come to me and I know that I should go tell this person this thing and I just don't. I talk myself out of it and say flat out just no, they don't need to hear that. And I had already had this thought, but the leader, he looked at me and he was like, you know, there's that scripture that God's word does not return to him void, and the power of God's words. And we have that power in us, and our words are also not going to return void, especially if we're speaking God's words. So maybe it's that you need to start doing those things so that they can return to you. Not only did God already tell me that, he had someone say it out loud to me. That's how you know. That's how you know.
God spoke to you. That's how you know.
Just do it.
Just do it. That's how you know that you need to.
Yes, that's gonna take the place of all the others that are going through my head right now. I won't sing them because I don't want to stick them in other people's heads. So yeah, it was a great trip. It ended with this is why you need to be the one to speak words of affirmation to your husband.
Somebody else is going to
And
do
a
it
revelation
in front of you.
for myself from God, spoken out loud by several people at this point. Don't be a Christy.
Oh, no. We're not doing that. No.
Anyway, so what did you learn over spring break?
Pokemon.
Right?
I learned what all of Squirtle's powers are
Oh, yay.
and what a Psyduck is.
Oh,
I know. Exactly, right?
oh what? Oh, what?
Yeah.
I don't.
And that
I'm not even
Josh's
sure what word
favorite
you said.
Pokemon is Lucario, and he now owns one because I'm the best mom.
You are.
I got on Amazon and I ordered it immediately.
Yes. I would have too.
I said,
He's going to so much effort.
I said, happy birthday.
right.
Josh, I'm like, Josh, there's something on the porch. Go get it.
I'm dying.
Mommy's
Go
dying.
get your present from the porch.
Now open the package.
Did you like this as a gift and write a little message to
No.
him?
Happy birthday for mommy and daddy. He's like, so now everything that's come, which I've done a lot of Amazon shopping because I haven't left the house. And so everything that comes is not for him. Like
My kids think that too. What did we get?
Your birthday was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a party. I was like, I know, baby. I know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that everyone got the flu.
I'm sorry that life sucks.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it, Josh. We'll fix it.
We will eventually.
Because Aunt Christy is going to speak words of life to you.
Yes. Sit down. Aunt Christy's going to speak to you now.
Man. It fits in. It fits in because we've been doing the I ams. I've been doing the I ams with the kids.
I know. This has been your
And-
thing.
Yeah.
This is the time for you to write a book.
I will write down words of affirmation for other people to read.
Yes.
Yeah.
Toby's not the only one that can write a book.
There are millions of people
You
that do
can
it.
also write a book.
Yeah.
We're supposed to write a book. We were
There
supposed to
are
write a book 2
millions
years
of people
ago.
that do it, so why not?
We haven't done it yet. There are a lot of things that we haven't done. It's fine. We're going to do it.
Got a whole list.
Yep. You know what we have done? Write a list.
Right. I think we did actually write a list.
We did. We wrote a
These
list.
are the things that we want to do.
We made a list. None of it's checked off.
It's fine. It's fine. We have time.
No, we don't. We have even more less time now.
Right.
Anyway.
No, I love seeing how things culminate into like, hey, you've been doing this. You've been doing this. Hey, see this right here? Oh, boom. Look, they all fit together.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's amazing how God does that.
Yeah.
when he really wants to get something across,
Right.
he will tell
really
you
wanted to get something across to me.
he will tell you
it
in
seems.
many
Yes.
ways over
Yes.
many years.
Yes.
Yes. And then all at once in 1 week.
All at once in 1 week, you are going to discover how this and this and this and this and this all fit together to reveal this message that you should have already figured out on that first thing.
Nah.
Nah. Next week, I'll tell a story about a possum.
Oh my gosh, you guys, Christy and her wildlife. I don't understand what it is about the city wildlife that Christy has, but you are in for a treat.
I think I'm going to get like one of those cameras that you can wear on your head.
We need a Christy cam.
Yeah.
We've been talking about a Christy cam for
And
some time.
I'll charge it overnight. I'll wear it all day. And if anything starts to happen, I'll turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
Because
It's
seriously.
wild and woolly
Yeah.
at her house.
Yeah. It really is. We might talk the month of April might just be about
Animal talk with
animals. Animal talk with
Christy.
Christy. I have enough stories.
It's true. I mean, you've got city chickens.
Yeah.
You've got 2 aging dogs.
Yeah.
You've got possums.
Got a hamster.
Oh, that's right. You have one.
Got a hamster now.
You had.
We had
More.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So many animals have died in your house.
It's true. It's true.
Unwanted guests.
Some on purpose, some not.
Anyway, it's going to be a riot.
Oh my goodness.
All right, you guys. Speak words of affirmation.
Find someone this week. At
Yeah.
least once. Do it at least once.
If
Get
the
your feet
Holy
wet.
Spirit gives you a word, give it.
Yeah. Especially if it's for me.
Yep. Well, she's going to have to probably give some words in order
It's
to get some
true.
back.
It's true.
Anyway, we love you guys. Next week, I will not be dying to death, and I'll have more to add other than a coughing laugh. Laugh cough.
A laugh cough. The laugh of death. Sounds like that right there. You all right over there?
Take us out.
I'm going to take you out. You okay?
No, I'm seeing spots.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Follow us on social media at Send Help Podcast. Check us out on our website, www.thesendhelppodcast.com. Come be our friend on our Facebook friends page. It's there. Just search for us. Send Help Podcast Friends. We love you guys. Let us know how we can be praying for you.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I should do some lives over the next week with just random affirmations. Just throw myself into the deep end.
I think you should. I think you should see
On our
who
friends
hops
page.
on and then ask the Lord for a word for them.
Yep. Just
What?
speaking some affirmations and words of life to people.
I love that we're calling it affirmations and words of life because that's less scary than prophetic words because that's
Well,
what it is.
And telling someone that their nails look nice isn't really prophetic.
Unless the Holy Spirit told you to do it
Maybe.
because you never know what's going to happen after that.
It's true.
You don't know what's going to
They
happen.
could use those nails to open my Amazon package for me.
No. The conversation that happens afterwards.
It's true. It's true. The
The
more
door-
the more that you talk to people, the more that doors open, and that's a really good point.
Yeah.
You're right. Yep.
Sometimes you
give
don't know.
someone a compliment, and it starts a conversation.
You have
and-
no idea why God told you
Yeah.
to tell that person that thing.
Yep.
It could be a word of knowledge that the Lord is just giving you.
Yep.
Because he wants to open a door, because he knows that you're the person that needs to talk to that person at that time, because you're the one that's listening.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. We love you guys.
Yes.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Join us next month for
next month.
Animal Talk.
It is next month.
A month of Animal
Are you
Talk.
kidding me? Next week is
Next week is
month?
next month.
Oh.
I mean, there's like a few days into the week and then it's next month. Pretty sure. It's coming up fast. It's coming up real fast.
Happy birthday, Christy.
Yay! We love you guys.
Bye.